Hello, and welcome back, or welcome. Well, it's a bit of a different one today. I have no books in my hands. I wonder why that is. You've probably figured out from the title, which will be there somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's that way. I don't know whether it flips this. Just trying to visualise. I don't know, but I've got an itchy nose now. Anyway, today's video is a chat about audiobooks. Do you listen to audiobooks? Do I listen to audiobooks? Do we like audiobooks? How do we feel about audiobooks versus a physical book? All the big unanswered questions in the universe answered right here, right now. That was a bold statement, wasn't it? So, how do I feel about audiobooks? I like audiobooks, but I don't think it's the same as a physical book. Some people love them because they don't have the time to physically sit and read, and they can listen to audiobooks while they're doing things like cleaning, driving, walking. I don't know. The times that I would listen to an audiobook most is when I'm doing a long walk, when I walk to university from my home, which is about an hour. I could drive, but it's just good exercise and good to get out and in the fresh air of the city centre of a capital city. But never mind. Still fresh air at the end of the day. It's just not quite so fresh as the countryside. When I'm driving, sometimes I will, but I do find that it makes me quite sleepy. Just sat driving, listening to a book. I mean, it's not good to be sleepy while driving, is it? So sometimes I have to switch to the radio. I think that audiobooks are amazing, but because I have to concentrate a lot on them, there's just not a lot of times where I can listen to them and still know what's going on. Quite often I'll try and listen to them around the house and I just stop because I'm listening to it. Well, I'm not. I'm just going around things and I'm like, oh, well, I don't know what just happened, what they're saying. Ah! So for that reason, I can only listen to audiobooks at certain times. I will tell you the audiobooks that I've listened to. So I have Audible, and I've had it for a while, where you get one book credit a month. So that's one book listen. You can pick any books from there, and you can also, I think there are free books as well, and there are often offers on where you can get like 3 for 2. So you can still pay for them in cash, or card. But they are quite expensive. Like some of them can be, I don't know, how much are they? Maybe like £15, £20 or something, which is quite a lot. So I don't pay cash for them. I just buy the membership, which is, I don't know, I want to say something like £7 or £8 a month. Let me find out. Okay, so I pay £7.99 a month for one book per month. Pick any book that you like, and it tells you before you buy them how long they are. So you know how long it's going to take you to listen to if you listen to it on a normal speed. Then you can change the speed, so you can have like 1 or 1.5, 2, and then the voices get all squeaky and you're listening to it and you're stressed out. I don't do that. Only really hardcore people do that. I listen to it on normal time. But it tells you how long it's going to take you to listen to it. So I've got a lot from my Audible account. I haven't listened to them all. I've got a lot of credits backed up onto my account, which do need to use. I just don't know what to buy. And then in order to cancel my account, because I've got so many that I can't physically listen to them quick enough, it's no point in me paying £7.99 a month. But in order for me to cancel the account, I don't know if I could put it on pause actually. I'd have to find out. In order to cancel it, it wipes your credits. So I need to buy all the books that I would want in the future, and then download them, and then pause it. You can still like download them at any point, but it's just that I won't be able to have my credits, and I've paid for those. So I've got the whole Harry Potter. So I've got the whole Harry Potter series on my Audible account, which is the reason that I got Audible in the first place, because I wanted to listen to the Stephen Fry, I don't know, what do you call it? Narration. The Stephen Fry narration, because I was like, wow, that's going to be so soothing. So I've listened to Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, I thought I'd done, and The Goblet of Fire, which were all brilliant, but they are so long. It literally took me like well over a month or 2 months to listen to some of them. And they're the shorter books, just because I have to really concentrate. I don't have a lot of time where I can really concentrate on listening to it. I don't want to click on it because it will come up, but how long, does it tell me how long? I'll have to download them. But they are long. I mean, I've got, what's the next book? Prisoner of Azkaban. Oh, I've listened to Prisoner of Azkaban, sorry. So I've listened to 4 Harry Potter books. Next is The Order of the Phoenix, which is 30 hours and 18 minutes. 30 hours and 18 minutes. I mean, whew, this gal hasn't got that much time. So I will listen to it at some point. Maybe when I'm on a long plane somewhere, sat by a beach. Oh, what a dream. Should be sat by a beach or a pool right now. That'd be nice. And then which ones have we got after that? Where's number 6? Half-Blood Prince, 21 hours and 27 minutes. Can't forget it's 27 minutes. And then The Deathly Hallows, 24 hours. It's a long time. It's a long time to give up out of my day. So I will listen to them at some point, but just I'm having a break from audiobooks. Maybe this video will inspire me to go back to them. I've also got Me Before You, obviously one of my favourite books, so I thought at some point I'll listen to it. Small Great Things by Jodie Peacock. I read that one on here. I listened to that one on here. Time Traveller's Wife, and The Last Letter from Your Lover, and then I've got credits to use up. So I think the Audible app is really good. I think it works so well. I like how you download them and you can set like a bedtime, so it will count down. Say you want to listen for half an hour, and then in that half an hour you'll fall asleep. You can set it so that it'll turn off in half an hour. I like how you can change the speed, even though I don't do that. You see how much time is left in each chapter. So if I'm, say, walking somewhere or driving somewhere and I know I'm 20 minutes away, but the next chapter is 30 minutes, because I don't like to stop partway through a chapter, I won't listen to it. Or I'll know, oh, I'm 40 minutes away, I've got time for that 30-minute chapter. Things like that. Or if I need to, I can put it on a faster speed to listen to the chapter in the time that I have, that kind of thing. So it depends really as to what type of like reader or listener you are, as to whether you get on with audiobooks. My brain likes to see things. I don't really like listen all that well. I'm a good listener, but that doesn't mean I'm going to remember what you said in 2 hours time. Do you know what I mean? So for me, they're not amazing, but that's why I really only have books that I've read before. I find it's quite nice just to refresh kind of what happened. Even when I listened to Small Great Things, I've read that book before, but I'll be honest, I had forgotten some of the things that happened in it, and I only realised that from listening to it. So I think it just kind of embeds what you read, and then kind of puts it all into perspective with voices as well. Maybe like if they're in the books that are in the first person, it really does, I think, really does. Not so much in the third person, it's a bit different. But you might have a different opinion to me. So, I don't know. Try an audiobook out for yourself. I think that they do a free trial. So maybe if you want to try it out, try one out and see what you think. You don't have to, go through with it and get it. Don't do what I did and let all your credits amount and get bigger and bigger until there's so many credits and you can't listen to them fast enough. And then it becomes really dramatic and you have to cancel your account. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do what I did. Would not advise that. But anywho, I'll listen to them all at some point in my life. Just like I'll read all of these books at some point in my life that are on my bookshelves. You'd hope so, wouldn't you? My gosh, the amount of money on books. Never mind. It's okay, they make my heart happy. So I think that's probably my final say on audiobooks. I like them, but to me, I prefer a physical book if I can read it. If I was, so busy that I didn't have any time to read books, I'd probably rely on audiobooks a bit more. So it completely depends on your lifestyle, I think, as to how they fit in with you. Oh, and definitely listen to one of the Stephen Fry Harry Potters because they are amazing. His voice is just so calming. It's so nice to listen to. That's why you can't listen to them when you're driving, because you'll fall asleep and then bad things would happen. So we don't do that. We only listen to them for a small portion of when I'm driving, or if we're going on short journeys. Because we'd have a car accident and that wouldn't be good, would it? No. Okay. And that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for listening. Stay safe and happy reading or happy listening. Bye.